Located 600 kilometers from Denpasar in Bali, Labuan Bajo is a small picturesque fishing town on the western tip of East Nusa Tenggara in the Forest Sea. It is now a bustling launching pad for tourists who arrived by air to an aptly named Komodo Airport on their way to the infamous Komodo National Park, identified by WWF and the Conservative International as a global conservation priority area. The park is located in the center of the Indonesian archipelago, between the islands of Sumbawa and Flores. Komodo National Park includes 3 major islands, Komodo, Rinca, and Panda, as well as being the only national inhabitant to Komodo dragon or ora to Indonesians. The park provides a refuge for many other notable terrestrial species and boasts one of the richest marine environments. And here we are on the Komodo Island for our visit to Indonesia this time. But to get to the Komodo Island, though it's easy to come in, but to know about it and how to come and be safe and where and know all about them is also another important thing. I have with me here is Mr. Gusty. He's the ranger, and we are holding stick here. This is supposed to be our weapons.
Yeah.
So let me say hello to you. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. How about you?
I'm okay, thank
Nice
you.
to meet
So
you.
tell me, Mr. Gusty, you was too young, but that means what age did you start become ranger?
I started to be ranger from 18 years old. Yeah. I graduated from the school 2 years ago. Yeah.
Where you like to be?
To be ranger? Because it's very close to the nature. And also, do you know it is, I want to say, it is the last dinosaurs in the world. It's very unique.
Yeah. Tell me, we seem that if we want to be careful with the Komodo, so how difficult? I mean, how dangerous they are?
Komodo is really dangerous. It is not like the other animals that far away you can see them. You can see them walk. But for Komodo dragon, they are not like that. They are really smart. So it has a color like wood, like ground as well. But they using the color to hunting. Besides that, in the saliva of Komodo, it has 60 kind of bacteria. With the bacteria, they can bite the animals or the peoples as well.
The bacteria in the mouth.
Yeah.
Oh.
It has 60 kind.
60 kind in the mouth.
Yeah.
Oh.
One of the bacteria, that's the poisonous one we call listeria.
Okay.
So it causes septicemia as well.
Oh.
Yeah. When Komodo dragon bite the animals, they just let the animals. So they just wait 2 or 3 days.
In your experience, have you seen any Komodo eating somebody? I mean, something?
For
Killing.
hunting, yeah, often. So a couple of months ago, I saw by myself. So there was one young Komodo. He was hunting the deers.
Okay.
Yeah, the deer still walk and Komodo still laying around. And he just awake suddenly, and then he attacked from behind.
Okay.
But the deers, he didn't survive because he didn't walk, just fall off, and Komodo dragon ate directly. Yeah. And he ate the deer still alive, still screaming.
Still screaming.
It was pity.
Yeah. So to come here, one have to behave. How do you have to behave yourself? How to have prepare?
Normally the first, we just have a knowledge for speaking English. Yeah, that's for I want to say, translate to the people, like to the tourists like you also. Yeah, because that's the international language. Yeah.
Yes.
But for all of us who work here as a ranger, so 90% that from the local people. Do you know they have no education?
Yes.
That's the interesting thing to me. Yeah. They have no education, but the government just recruit them. They just memory, they just study about Komodo, and they just memory about English, about Komodo and also Komodo Island. Yeah. But when we ask to them about another English, like outside of this Komodo Island, they cannot understand. Yeah, because they just memorize it. Yeah.
So, what time of the year people should be coming here?
Normally we have no special time, but I want to say the high season in this island, that's in June, July and August. Yeah.
Why?
Because that's the holiday time for the local people and also for the tourists. Yeah.
But there will be time the dangerous. The Komodo become very dangerous. At what moment in life?
When they feel hungry, normally, exactly. So Komodo dragon, when they feel hungry, when they want to hunting, they just laying around.
Lay, just lay.
They don't do more movement, not like another animals.
Okay.
So do you know the colors? It's like a wood or ground. So they are smart. They use the color for camouflage.
I see.
And then the deer sometimes come and they don't see. And Komodo attack fast.
Oh,
You know, when they take a rest, they just laying around. They saving all their energy for hunting. Yeah. So their eyes is like closed, but their mind and brain not closed.
Really?
Yeah, still open for hunting. Really smart.
Very smart, really.
Yeah. But in here, you can see there are so many deer. Maybe you think that, so why the deer is not like died? Yeah. I mean like not extinct, but Komodo dragon, they always eat them. Yeah. So Komodo, more important, you know, they don't eat every time. They have no breakfast, lunch, even dinner itself. They don't have. But they only eat one time in a month.
One time in a month. No wonder. Still a lot of deer, you know. The pig, the wild pig.
Yeah, that's why the population of the deer like increase. Yeah, not below. Yeah.
I see.
Because the way of Komodo to eat, they just take the meat and then they just swallow. They don't chew like human, like us.
Okay.
They can saving about 80% from their body weight.
Okay.
And then they need more time for process the food in their belly, in their tummy. Right.
Oh, very interesting.
Yeah.
And at the time of when they lay egg, they also feel very fierce, becoming very fierce.
They do, yeah. So the mating time of Komodo it start from June, July, and August.
Okay.
Do you know during this month it's difficult to looking for Komodo? Do you know what is the reason why it's difficult?
Oh yes.
Because they don't think about food. They only thinking about mating.
Okay.
Yeah. But the comparison, one female, there are 3 males. So in here, more population of males dragon than females. Yeah. Exactly.
Very good, very good. And one time, how many eggs it produced?
Exactly. The end of August or the beginning of September, so the female come to the nest. So the nest look like small mountain. Yeah. And in the top of the nest, so the female dragon will lay 15 to 30 eggs.
15 to 30 eggs. Yes.
But the incubation period is 9 months, same like human.
Same human.
So the mama of baby dragon or the female just laying around the nest to protect the eggs.
Okay.
Yeah. But the hole of the eggs, there are 5 to 6 hole.
Okay.
Yeah, but only one hole by the mama to use to lay the eggs, but the other for camouflage from another big dragon.
They are very clever, just to camouflage
really
and not for them not to see which one. But how many survived?
Well, survives about 2 or 3%. I mean, 2 or 3 baby dragon can survive because like incubation periods need long time like human. But only 3 months, the mama laying around the nest to protect the eggs. After 3 months, the mama go into the jungle. Yeah, but after that, after the eggs it's hatchling, the mama will come back, not for visit the baby, to eat the baby.
To eat the baby?
Exactly. Cannibal. No good mama.
No good mama.
Yeah.
Oh, he confirmed that it's no good mama for the Komodo because what? When they come back after went out, they come back and eat the baby.
Komodo is cannibal. It's not like other animals. That's why the baby dragon, after they hatch from the egg, they come out and then they go into the tree. They survive in the tree.
They ran off from the mother.
Exactly. If not, the mama
will eat the
baby.
Why did they look after? It's just something very
So the
unique.
mama only protect the baby during 3 months. Inside
After that,
the
I'll
egg.
eat you.
Yeah. You can imagine it if that happened with human being.
I know.
So really.
We'll be gone. And how about for human being? How dangerous? I mean, do they eat people? How about the human being?
Exactly, they do. I want to tell you some incident happened in Komodo Island. So in 1974, there was one big cruise ship came here with 1,000 people inside. So some of the people, some of the groups, they made the adventure trek.
The what?
Adventure trek. Yeah, it was 19 kilometer go and back. But on the way back from the group, so one people from Switzerland, he was friendly from the group, while the other people still took picture in the hill.
Okay.
Yeah. And when the group and the guide back to the boat, so the guide was check them. The guide just want to make sure. So did the people still in the group or not? After the guide check, he didn't find Switzerland man.
Okay.
And then he was asking to the help with the employer in national park, try to asking for the Swiss man. And then after he and some employer in national park went to the jungle, try to looking for the man. Until in the jungle, he just find the camera and sunglasses.
Goodness.
Yeah. And the blood was spreadly under the ground. Do you know if Komodo eat something until everything? Yeah.
Everything.
Until the bones.
No bones, nothing left.
Yeah. That's why when we see the poo of Komodo, there is a white color. White color is calcium from the bones.
Oh.
Exactly.
Very interesting to know this.
That's the first incident in this island. So the second one, it was happened in the village in 2005. There was one kid was bitten by Komodo. Yeah. So he was playing with another children, but after playing, so he went to the jungle for toilet. Yeah. And Komodo was smelling from behind. And he was bitten behind the eggs. But he didn't survive. Because the meat from the eggs already taken by Komodo. Yeah.
So
really dangerous.
Really dangerous, and so be very protected. But they normally don't attack like that when they're hungry only, right?
Exactly.
If not, if they're not hungry,
normally, except they don't hungry, they still. So if you just like come and also pass in front of their face, or you break them, they will be angry to you. They will bite us. Yeah. Even they are not hungry because they just let the other friends to eat. Yeah. That's the way of them. They are really smart as well. Even they are not hungry, but they just bite, and then they don't eat directly because the animals still survive, and then they go away. Yeah. So the other animals they can smell because do you know, Komodo it has good smelling. They can smell from 5 to 10 kilometer distance.
Yeah. Like us now.
Exactly.
Behind us, maybe some surrounding of us. Aren't you afraid?
Afraid as well. So that's why whenever I go during the day, I always bring the stick. It is a weapon for us.
And how do you use it? How do you use it?
Exactly. Well, this
like
stick,
that?
maybe you see there is a branch.
There's a
but
branch,
it is
yes.
not from all the tree here. But we have a special tree.
This is a special tree.
Yeah.
Okay.
We call in Bahasa is kukun.
Kukun, yes.
Yeah, exactly. So it is not from here, from forest.
From the forest,
Yeah,
yes.
it is one of the strong wood in Flores Island that they introduced to here.
use this.
Yeah. But in here we have the same wood, but because in here the government forbidden for cut everything or anything in here, so that's why we can't. We should
You
bring.
need it strong because you have to push them.
Exactly.
Right? How do you do?
when Komodo dragon
Okay.
come and also chasing us, so we just find the sensitive body of Komodo.
For a sensitive part of
Yeah,
the Komodo.
normally-
So which part is the most sensitive?
In the head part,
The head part.
Exactly.
Okay.
because that's the weakness of Komodo in the head, yeah, or in the nose as well. They will stop. But if you put in the belly or around the body, so it will not
Very
working.
strong.
Yeah,
They'll be very strong.
because like the skin of Komodo is strong.
Yeah. So how do you do? How do you do?
Normally just like this. Put
Like this?
Yeah.
Just
Put in the
rub
head
him.
or in the
head,
nose.
or in the nose. Push,
Exactly.
push like that. Ah.
They will stop sometime or
Yeah.
get out from us.
But the coming more and more. Right?
But if they are more, so we just run away.
So in this island, in Komodo Island, what is the population of the Komodos?
In this island only, in Komodo Island, there are 2,919. It is
You count it?
Yeah, we count it also, but not.
But how do you know that it's not the same one?
Yeah, not the peoples, not the employer here, but national park. So they cooperation with the, I want to say, the zoo also in Santiago in California.
Okay.
Yeah, they came here every 2 years to count how many Komodo is in this island. Yeah, but the way of them to count it, so they don't take one by one Komodo,
Okay.
but they bring a box as well.
Okay.
Yeah, inside the box and long box about 3 meters.
Uh-huh.
So they put meat inside.
Meat inside. Okay.
And then Komodo dragon will smell it, and then they will come because there is chips also
Okay.
inside the box, and then they will mark the Komodo
mark
who
it.
come inside the box.
Okay.
And then if the same Komodo come again, they will not count it again.
That's very, very clever to doing that.
Because if you count one by one,
You can.
so
You'll
Komodo
be
Island
eaten.
is big island,
Yeah.
difficult. Yeah.
Do they swim? Do they swim?
Yeah, Komodo dragon they can swim also,
Ah.
just 200 or 500 meter. Because Komodo is cold-blooded animals, they cannot be longer in the water. That's why they be sluggish and then they back again to the beach. Yeah, so that's why in the morning time,
Yeah.
before Komodo dragon active, from 6 o'clock to 8 or 10 o'clock, they should warming up the body. Yeah.
How do they warm up?
They just laying under the sunshine.
Lay under the sun.
Yeah, after they get enough warm,
Warm.
and then they can hunting after.
Oh,
Yeah. But when the
that's
day
way.
too hot, they will find the safe. Yeah. They make their body temperature always balanced as well. Yeah.
Well, so what are the food? The food for them? What are the
Well,
the animal that they eat?
so Komodo is carnivore. They only need meat.
Meat.
In here, besides Komodo dragon, there are so many animals that live in this island. First,
Yes.
deer,
Deer,
pig,
boar, yeah.
buffalo,
Buffalo.
chicken, snake, and many small animals. For the large dragon, they eat pig, deer, and buffalo.
Oh.
Yeah,
But the buffalo is so big.
actually, as I mentioned you before, they just bite the buffalo. After they bite, they just let the buffalo away. And then they wait for a couple weeks, like 1 or 2 weeks. Yeah, if the buffalo will die, they will come, they smell it. From 5 or 10 kilometers,
Goodness.
they can
yeah.
smell. Yeah. But for the baby dragon, you know, after they hatch from the eggs, they go up on the tree. They live on the tree.
Okay.
Yeah. They eat insect, geckos, lizard, and the small animals for the baby. But if the baby's dragon, they don't find the food on the tree, they come down. They look for the fruit on the ground for the baby dragon. But the baby, they live on the tree until 3 years. But for the big Komodo, they cannot climb up on the tree because their body too heavy. And the basic reason why the baby dragon live on the tree, so to avoid from the mother, yeah, and the father as well. Yeah.
So we talk about what are the food for the Komodo, and what about Komodo being killed by whom?
Komodo, they have no predators. Yeah, for
No.
the big one.
The big one.
Only for the baby.
No
But
predator. Okay.
For right now,
Uh-huh.
the big problem is Komodo they have no predator. But deers they have predator. That's human, illegal hunter.
Okay.
So while deers is main food for
It's
Komodo.
For Komodo, yeah.
So the hunters they come from another island, but they don't get permission from the government, and then they kill the deer. If the population of the deers,
Less.
like less, so Komodo, some of the Komodo they have no enough food, and then they will be died. In national park, there are 5 islands.
Okay.
That we can find Komodo. One is Komodo Island,
Komodo Island.
big population and
Yeah.
big size. Second is Rinca.
Rinca, yes.
Rinca is 2,000 more, and 3 small island. One is Gilimotang and Nusa Kode. Gilimotang and Nusa Kode, until now the population of Komodo less than 100, but not for visitors, only for research, not for tourists like you, actually. And the last one is Padar. You know, in Padar, there is no Komodo in there now. Extinct.
Extinct.
Yeah.
Because no food?
Right, no food. And Komodo, like, step by step, they died. Because many hunters in there. That's the problem.
Oh, very interesting. So before we finish your program, I would like you to tell to the audience who watch your program that when you're here, what are you going to do and protecting yourself to do and not to do? Some of things that you're not supposed to do, some you can do. Yes.
Actually, well, if you come here, not like come to the jungle, but it is national park. There are so many things, especially now, because the national park also it has like own regulation as well. So the first, on the way, do not smoke.
Do not smoke.
Do not take anything from here.
Okay.
Because it is a wildlife, wild animals. They are not used to with human. Keep your voices down. If you speak too loud, they will run away. And the last thing, do not spread from the group. We don't want. That's second incident happened with another tourist here.
All right.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's just a very useful advice that we receive from this young ranger here. Wow, so nice to be here, pleasant, and we could see some of the animals, so many of the deers and down to live on. Okay.
And I forgot last thing as well.
Yes.
It has relationship with women that Komodo is really sensitive with the blood. So if come here, if you like get period or menstruation, because Komodo is really sensitive, smell it as well. So that's why you can go trek, you can come and see Komodo, but always close with ranger.
What an island hopping and seafaring journey we have today. On top of what we made an adrenaline pumping walkabout on one of the world's most infamous national parks and enjoyed a chilling experience of having a close encounter with its prehistoric prized asset, the fearsome fresh-eating Komodo dragons. It's about time we head back to Balinese civilization and pamper ourselves with alluring scenery, shall we? So thank you for watching Thailand Today's special, and that's it at the Komodo Island. Swadika.
Now the god is the place to calling god. Hotel the god here.
The Rampurna Temple are 3 main shrines, a place to hold the Apkara ceremony supplies. To the east side of the fort, the other shrine called Linga Patak Temple with 3 roofs is also a place of a white linga.